Good afternoon.
Here's your woolen shawl.
You're the soul of kindness, looking after a woman who's down on her luck. I wasn't always poor, you know, and I haven't always walked the streets.
Tell me something about yourself.
I was a farmer's wife at Neuhof, and I wanted for nothing. I had a decent dowry, and my husband didn't beat me. Only one day he found himself another woman and threw me out. He wouldn't even leave me my dowry. I begged for a while, but then I started selling the only thing I had, my body. What else could I do? And all on account of that bastard.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Remember how I told you about my husband? Well now, after 20 years, the time has come to get my own back. My former husband is a farmer in Neuhof. He's the one who put me where I am today. And now he pretends he doesn't know me. But the ornamental dagger I gave him back then, that's still good enough for him, all right. I want you to steal it from him and bring it back to me. You'll get your reward, but it'll take a little while.
No sooner said than done.
God bless.
Yeah.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Is this your dagger?
That's it. Thank you. You've proved not all men are complete swine. There's just one last little thing you could do for me.
Last, you say? What is it?
After he threw me out of the house, that bastard put another woman in my house, a younger one, and he gave her my trunk with my dowry. Can you believe it? My dowry, the bitch. I want you to get the key to that trunk. That bitch always has it on her.
Well, wouldn't it be simpler if I just brought you what's in the trunk?
That's sweet of you, but there are some things I have to do myself. I want to enjoy my vengeance. Just bring me the key, and I'll take care of the rest. Then I'll never have to walk the streets again.
I'll get on it.
Good luck, then.
There, answer me.
God.
Here's the key to the trunk.
At last. Now I have everything I need, and I'll be happy again. Thank you, lad. Come and see me tomorrow. I'll pay you everything I owe you and a lot more.
What will you do now?
Now I'll take what's mine. That's all you need to know. And don't worry, you'll get the reward you've earned. Good luck, then.
Gone weak. Enough! Kurwa! Rise! Rise!
Yeah. Ugh.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
I'm glad to see you.
I'm looking for Adam. Do you know where he might be?
The young innkeeper? Either with the horses or at the tavern. He seems to like one just as much as the other. Take care.
To be reduced to begging.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Go see Herman the Executioner. Long as you got the stomach for dealing with a fellow that's cursed.
Do you know if there's...
God be with you.
I'm glad to see you.
You went to Skalitz on your own, didn't you? That took guts.
Not really. It took me a while before I could work up the courage.
That was sensible of you. I went back straight away and I almost got killed.
I know. I heard. That's part of the reason I was so nervous.
And how did it go? Did you do everything you wanted?
There wasn't anything to do. Someone already did it before me. I wasn't even able to catch that thieving bastard.
What thief?
Some shady-looking character. Whole face smeared with soot. He shot out of the basement as soon as I went by and ran away with his loot. I got such a scare. I didn't think about running after him, and he stole absolutely everything, even our new kettle.
What did he look like?
I didn't get a good look at him. He was covered in soot, and his sack of loot was so full, he had the kettle tied to it on the outside. It was gleaming.
A sooty man, a big sack and a new kettle. Of course, he could clean himself up and throw away the sack. Maybe it was a devil. Or a charcoal burner.
You know, it really could have been a charcoal burner. That sack definitely looked like a charcoal burner's sack, and there are a lot of those around Rovna, so he wouldn't have far to go.
What was it he took from your place?
I don't know. My father told me never to talk about it.
What harm is there in telling me now? I can't steal it. Someone got there before me.
That's true. My father hid some money and valuables there. There was a jeweled cross he wanted to give Bianca as a dowry.
What did the cross look like?
Why do you ask?
Well, if I saw it somewhere...
What? You want to look for it?
Well, like I said, if I see it or hear something about it, we'll see.
That would be so kind. I've nothing left. If I had that cross, at least I'd have something to remember them all by. The cross itself was silver, and it had a small red ruby in the middle, like a heart, and it was hanging on a red string.
And did you tell the catchpoles about it?
I did. Alex asked me what happened and then sent me straight to them.
And what happened?
They said they were sorry, but they don't have anyone who could search all the houses looking for a kettle. So they told me if I don't know who it was, then there's nothing they can do.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me? Innkeeper?
I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there. But who wants to live in a village without an alehouse? And someone's got to run it.
I'd love to, Henry, but I can't just now. But come back to me another time, if you're still interested.
God be with you.
We're good neighbors. I live like you. Good health to you. Goodbye.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Let's fight.
You put up quite a show last time, lad. Want to try again, do you? Take care.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. The main thing is everything worked out well.
It did. It did. Thank you. And I want you to have this. God Almighty, I've got Alishka. After all these years, me, the executioner, has the woman he loves. One beer for me?
Well,
what's going on?
For a little
the folk in town are talking about you.
They shat on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
Well, that's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Ratai?
It is. Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
They really did fuck you over.
My words exactly.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution? I always behead them in one blow. And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
If you don't make a stand, it'll be worse next time.
It's an awful humiliation, as it is.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants. We can't stop the executions, unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Maybe that could be arranged?
How? I'm an honorable man. What the hell are you suggesting?
I suppose not then.
Well, I never. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
The problem is, I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Can't we just get him blind drunk?
That wouldn't work. He's no beginner. And even if we did get him drunk, they'd just postpone the executions till he's sobered up.
Suppose I liberate the convicts.
Why the hell would you do that?
Well, it would be an embarrassment, and then...
Only for Ratai, you dolt. Not for the executioner.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House. It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes, and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are. Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry? They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind.
Let it bake a bit, and you'll be able to feed that.
Boa noite, Frog. Tudo bem?
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dauba?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all?
At first, but then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them. He won't walk away from this.
What can you tell me about Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice, until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping. That beast kills for pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know.
Farewell.
E aí, Doguinho, boa noite.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread.
Yeah.
Started not long ago. Always in the evening, while there's still a bit of light.
Que eu saiba, antigamente era $500. Não sabia que agora era 1.000 também. Não sei se no fim das contas vale a pena também. Se a pessoa fosse lá só pra comprar essas coisas, né? Porque talvez acho que sai mais barato comprar aqui mesmo sendo mais caro do que pagar a viagem só pra comprar. Tenho curiosidade de conhecer o Japão e só, mas eu não sou de sair de casa.
I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with.
Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Ratai Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman. His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense. His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him. He hasn't earned an honorable death. He's for a long drop on a short rope.
A murderer deserves nothing better. That makes sense.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all, sent by Satan himself. The things he's done would make a demon blanch.
The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade, and put it back before anyone notices?
Yes, that's probably the only way.
That'll be interesting. And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding, the sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping, the convict's wounds are treated so he can take more.
Maybe the tongs could be spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope breaks when it's done, it's an unbelievable disgrace for the executioner. Folk see it as the will of God, and sometimes he even has to let the condemned man go.
Supposing I just cut it?
I doubt it would work. The executioner will check it before the hanging when he's preparing the gallows. He'd probably notice.
I could shoot the rope through from a distance with an arrow.
Don't be daft. No, you couldn't.
But I'm...
Where did you get such a stupid idea? From some wench? Even if you somehow hit it, that rope's much too strong.
Well...
And even if you did manage to shoot it through, do you really think nobody would notice?
Maybe it's not the best plan I've ever come up with.
I certainly hope not.
What about switching it?
That could work. I've got an old rope here I don't use anymore. It looks fine, but it's run. It'll be perfect.
Great, I'll use that. That'll do me. Thanks.
Você tinha baixado o Balatro, Doguinho?
Who's there? Hey. Hey, that's mine.
That should do it. It'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
Hey, you've no business here. Clear off. What was that noise?
That should do it. It'll never hold the weight of a grown man. should do it. It'll never hold the weight of a grown man. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Why are you creeping around like a footpad?
Yeah! If he tries to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly. There. I couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
About the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is go and enjoy the show.
say.
God's blessings, what can I do for you?
Do you know if there's anyone...
How should I know? Goodbye.
Lord, I commend my spirit. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood, have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory. Amen.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Did you see that? An utter disgrace.
It certainly was. The executioner couldn't hold his head high after that.
True. The whole crowd was looking forward to it, and right at the start he fucked up the beheading. And then he took the tongs and... and the fellow kicked the bucket right away. Jesus, how he gaped. and then furious as a rabid dog, furious, he grabs the last one. And he wasn't even able to hang him. I'll be forever grateful to you, Hal. You saved my job, and you deserve a reward for it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. I've a feeling with Herman I can finally find some happiness.
You will. The two of you are made for each other.
Ow! Watch out, for God's sake!
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know if there's any...
I've got other things on my... God be with you.
Greetings.
Have you seen a worn-out old whore who usually stands outside here?
She disappeared yesterday and hasn't been back since. I heard her former husband was found dead at home with his balls chopped off and his wife strangled and her eyes scratched out. And the house ransacked and robbed.
Oh, fuck.
They say it looks like a butcher's yard there. No one can say for sure if the old bitch had anything to do with it. But I'll wager the shirt on my back, you won't be seeing her around here again.
God save you, Henry.
Here.
I found Adam and asked him about his stolen stuff.
And did you find out anything useful?
Enjoy it.
You could say that. It was a man covered in soot who stole a new kettle and a silver cross.
No one tried to sell me a kettle, but that cross had a red stone and string, right?
How did you know?
I'd like something.
Don't tell me you're a fortune teller.
Of course not. Someone offered to sell it to me, but the whole thing seemed shady, so I told him I didn't want it.
So what did he say?
Nothing. He wanted something to eat and drink, and then left.
And that's it?
Yes. If he cursed me, and he did it under his breath.
And do you have any idea who it was?
I don't know his name, just that he's a charcoal burner. He's from Rovna, and only shows up here occasionally.
So a complete stranger just happens to wander in here and offers to sell you a stolen cross? Come on, you definitely know who it was.
I have got a reputation for being reliable and being able to arrange certain things.
Yes, that's what Fritz said. Andrew's the man to go to if you need anything tricky arranging. So surely you know what the charcoal burner's name is, right?
Well, I don't know everything. Just that the charcoal burner is called Tonche, and he's from Rovna. But as for where exactly, I can't help you. I never went there, and I didn't ask.
All right, I'll look into it.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something. Another clue. I must be going the right way.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
What happened at the crossroads?
What?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Have you been to Skalitz lately?
What would I be doing there? Everything's burnt down.
Someone saw a charcoal burner rooting around there.
And how does anyone know it was a charcoal burner? I'd like to know.
Well, they said he had a charcoal sack and...
Sacks aren't hard to come by. Especially around Skalitz. Anyone could have one.
Including the guilty man.
Well, maybe it wasn't me, and you're looking for someone else.
All right, then. I believe you. So you probably don't know who it really was, do you?
No, I don't. There are plenty of charcoal burners round here, but who's to say it's one of them you're looking for?
Fine. Thanks, then.
Goodbye.
Are you the charcoal burner named Tonchek?
I'm not. Why'd you ask?
I heard he could help me get something, so I wanted to find him.
If you want, I can get you a bag of charcoal, but that's about it.
I'm really not interested in charcoal. Where can I find Tonchek?
He's got a cottage up there in the woods, but he comes down here to work. God be with you.
Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. This way. I'm on the right track. Blood. clue. I must be going the right way. It looks like blood. I'm on the right track. Blood.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
You're Tonchek, the charcoal burner.
What? No, Tonchek lives nearby in an isolated cabin in the woods. He's always kept to himself.
Ah, thank you. I'll look there.
And what do you want from him? See you later.
Who is this Boria?
Boria cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Have you been to Skalitz lately?
Skalitz? I thought that place burned down to the ground. What would I be doing there?
Someone there saw a charcoal burner rooting through the burned-out buildings.
Well, if you know who it was, then why have you come to me?
I don't know who it was, just that it was a charcoal burner.
And how do you know that? Because he was grubby from ash in the middle of a town full of ash?
No, because he had a charcoal burner's sack.
And that's your evidence? Anyone can get that? There's plenty lying around the forge, and there's a lot of people wandering around there.
And did you see where they went?
Wherever it was, they all walked together like they were in a procession. I'm not sure exactly where they were headed, but it was south. To Samopesh maybe, or Mehried, or Sassau. I wasn't paying too much attention.
All right then, I believe you. But if I ever find out you've been...
No, don't worry, that won't happen. Good luck to you.
Who are you?
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Tell me more about the knight.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin.
Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks? They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes.
Scheiße! All right. You win. I surrender.
Well.
Who is that, Nuuvem? It seems I have finally met my match.
Your match? I think you meant to say your superior.
Do not be so proud. My day has been hard.
That doesn't change anything. Now I'll be asking you a couple of questions, and you're going to give me answers to them nicely. Starting with who you are.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished. Anyway, just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in...
From who? Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
God's blessings. What?
Are you the charcoal burner named Tonchek?
I'm not. Why do you ask?
I heard he could help me get something, so I wanted to find him.
If you want, I can get you a bag of charcoal, but that's about it.
I'm really not interested in charcoal. Where can I find Tonchek?
He's got a cottage up there in the woods, but he comes down here to work. God be with you.
I hope I can be of help to you.
You're Tonchek, the charcoal burner.
What? No, Tonchek lives nearby in an isolated cabin in the woods. He's always kept to himself.
Ah, thank you. I'll look there.
And what do you want from him?
Farewell.
What the fuck are you looking for here? I'm going to Gotta be kidding! Don't be cheating! Oh.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
You're the charcoal burner, Tonchek.
That I am. What do you want?
I heard you had a nice cross.
I did. But what's that to you?
I grew up in Scallis, and there's nothing I hate more than miserable lowlifes like you looting what little we've got left there. If you don't give everything back, you'll be very sorry you met me.
I didn't do anything. God be with you. God damn!
A completely new kettle. Could it be the one stolen from Scallis? A completely new kettle. Could it be the one stolen from Scallis?
I'm glad to see you.
Ah, you got a nice new kettle.
Yeah. It cost me a groschen or two.
Like hell it did. That cost you nothing but a bit of sneaking around.
What are you trying to say?
You robbed a man's home in Scallis. He saw you. And they'll hang you for that.
All right. All right. Fuck. Yes, I took it. It didn't belong to anyone anymore, so what did it matter?
It did belong to someone, Charcoal Burner. It belonged to a boy who came back to look for his dead family's savings and didn't find anything. So?
I'm sorry about that. Take it then and give it to him. I hid it behind the cottage in the rotting tree.
I'll forgive you this time. But God save you if you try anything like this ever again.
Farewell.
You're the charcoal burner, Tonchek.
That I am. What do you want?
I heard you had a nice cross.
I did. But what's that to you?
I want to buy it from you.
You're too late. I don't have it anymore.
That's a shame. And who did you sell it to?
You're a nosy one, aren't you? But what the hell? He ratted me out anyway. I sold it to Andrew. Take care now.
God be with you.
Guess who I ran into? A man covered in ash and in possession of a new kettle.
Truly? And how did it go?
I got something out of him. I think he might have spent some on booze.
It's not all of it, but that doesn't matter. I'm grateful for even this much. What do I owe you?
No, I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favor for a neighbor.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything,
I'll remember it.
See you later.
Adam, listen. You're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me? Innkeeper?
I've got a tavern in Participe. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there, but who wants to live in a village without an alehouse? And someone's got to run it.
Well, Henry, I've always wanted to save a bit of coin and open my own tavern. To continue the family tradition, like Pa and Bianca. And now you come to me with this offer.
I know. That's exactly why I came to you.
Thank you. And you can count on me to keep the place full to bursting. See you later.
God's
Oh.
Yeah.
Like hell it.
What are you trying?
You...
All right. God be with you.
You're the...
That...
I heard you have...
Right.
I want to buy...
You're too late.
That's a...
You're a nosy one, aren't you? May the Lord watch over you.
Slave scum.
Yeah.
Good day.
I just wanted to ask about the cross.
What about it?
It wasn't with the rest of the loot, and he said that he sold it to you.
And you believed him?
Yes, I did. You should have just told me the truth in the first place.
What's it to you what I buy and what I don't? None of your business, and you won't be seeing a grosh of the profit.
I wouldn't want to. Because you couldn't bring yourself to trust me, I ended up feeling like a halfwit.
It's because you are one. Now get out and stop bothering me.
God save you.
I've got good news. I found everything.
What? Really? I can't believe it.
I left the kettle, but this is all the rest of your things.
Who cares about a kettle? But this, I'm forever in your debt.
Nothing. That's all right. I'm always happy to help a neighbour.
You're too generous. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything,
I'll remember it.
Take care.
I've lost everything.
Adam, listen. You're a friend.
What?
I've got a tavern in Pribble.
Well, Henry, I
know.
Thank you. And you can count.
See you later.
Hey! Greetings.
I've got some good...
All right. I'll be with you.